Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.
Hi guys, I am Jane. I am here with my Tuesday, Thursday 1C at 3:30 in room 501, and today we will be doing reading. So, it's after midterm and we are starting our new book. So today you will need your copy of Grasshopper on the Road, and you'll need your reading workbook, okay? So, in your reading workbook, open to page 39. So we're going to start by introducing the vocabulary and talking about this. So Grasshopper on the Road has a lot more vocabulary than what everybody is used to. We have about 4 pages worth of vocabulary words. 4 pages? Yes, 4 pages. Look, so 1 page, 2, 3, and oh, I guess not. 3? Is it 3 pages? Yeah, sorry, 3 pages worth of vocabulary. So it's quite a bit compared to our other books, right? So we're going to do this in sections rather than starting with, starting from like page 6 and saying, all right, so today we're doing 6 to 11. Next time it's 6 to 17. Instead of doing that, we're going to study it in chunks and then come back and do it as a whole, okay? That way it's not too overwhelming for you guys. All right? So, we are going to start reading Grasshopper, okay? So, because it is the first day, I will read the book to you guys, okay? And then we will answer our questions on page 42. Does everyone have their copy of the book? Yeah? Okay. So, this is Grasshopper on the Road. The first story is called The Club. Grasshopper wanted to go on a journey. I will find a road, he said. I will follow that road wherever it goes. One morning, Grasshopper found a road. It was long and dusty. It went up hills and down into valleys. This road looks fine to me, said Grasshopper. I'm on my way. So Grasshopper walked quickly along the road. He saw a sign. On the side of a road, the sign said, "Morning is best." Soon Grasshopper saw another sign. It said, "3 cheers for morning." Grasshopper saw a group of beetles. They were singing and dancing. They were carrying more signs. "Good morning," said Grasshopper. "Yes," said one of the beetles. "It is a good morning every morning. It is a good morning." The beetle carried a sign that said, "Make mine morning." This is the meaning of the We Love Morning Club, said the beetle. Every day we get together to celebrate another bright, fresh morning. Grasshopper, do you love morning? Asked the beetle. Oh yes, said Grasshopper. Hooray! Shouted the beetles. Grasshopper loves morning. I knew it, said the beetle. I could tell by your kind face. You are a morning lover. The beetles made Grasshopper a wreath of flowers. They gave him a sign that said, "Morning is tops." Now, they said, "Grasshopper is in our club." "When does the clover sparkle with dew?" asked the beetle. "In the morning!" cried all the other beetles. "When is the sunshine yellow and new?" asked the beetle. "In the morning!" cried all the other beetles. They turned somersaults and stood on their heads. They danced and sang, "M-O-R-N-I-N-G, spells morning." "I love afternoon too," said Grasshopper. The beetles stopped singing and dancing. "What did you say?" they asked. "I said that I love afternoon," said Grasshopper. All the beetles were quiet. "And night is very nice," said Grasshopper. "Stupid," said a beetle. He He grabbed the wreath of flowers. "Dummy," said another beetle. He snatched the sign from Grasshopper. "Anyone who loves afternoon and night can never, never be in our club," said a third beetle. "Up with morning," shouted all the beetles. They waved their signs and marched away. Grasshopper was alone. He saw the yellow sunshine, he saw the dew sparkle on the clover, and he went on down the road. So our next story is called A New House. The road went up a steep hill. Grasshopper climbed to the top. He found a large apple lying on the ground. "I will have my lunch," said Grasshopper. He ate a big bite of the apple. "Look what you did," said a worm who lived in the apple. "You made a hole in my roof." "It is not polite to eat a person's house," said the worm. "I'm sorry," said the grasshopper. Just then the apple began to roll down the hill on the other side, down the road on the other side of the hill. "Stop me! Catch me!" cried the worm. The apple was rolling faster and faster. "Help! My head is bumping on the walls. My dishes are falling off the shelf," cried the worm. Grasshopper ran after the apple. "Everything is a mess in here," cried the worm. "My bathtub is in the living room. My bed is in the kitchen." Grasshopper kept running down the hill, but he could not catch the apple. "I'm getting dizzy," cried the worm. "My floor is on the ceiling. My attic is in the cellar." The apple rolled and rolled. It rolled all the way down to the bottom of the hill. The apple hit a tree. It smashed into 100 pieces. "Too bad, worm," said Grasshopper. "Your house is gone." The worm climbed up the side of the tree. "Oh, never mind," said the worm. "It was old and it had a big bite in it anyway. This is a fine time for me to find a new house." Grasshopper looked up into the tree. He saw that it was filled with apples. Grasshopper smiled and he went on down the road. Okay, this one's called The Sweeper. Grasshopper saw a cloud of dust. "Clean, clean, clean," said the housefly who was sweeping the road. "My broom and I will make this road as clean as can be." "Housefly," said Grasshopper, "the road is not very dirty." "It is much too dusty," said the housefly. "It is covered with stones and sticks and other nasty things. My broom and I will brush them all away." The housefly went on sweeping. "One day I was at home, not doing much of anything," said the housefly. "I saw a speck of dust on my rug. I picked up the speck of dust. Next to it was another speck of dust. I picked up that one too. Next to that speck of dust was another speck of dust. I ran and got my broom. I swept up all the dust that was on my rug. Then I saw a piece of dirt on my floor, and next to it was another piece of dirt, and next to that was another piece of dirt. So with my broom, I swept up all the dirt that was on my floor. I cleaned my whole house from top to bottom. I even washed my windows. After I washed them, I looked outside. I saw my garden path. There were ugly pebbles on my garden path. I rushed outside with my broom and swept all the pebbles away. At the end of the path was my gate. It was covered with mud and moss. I scrubbed all the mud and moss off my gate. I opened the gate and walked out onto this dusty, dirty road. I took my broom and went sweep, sweep, sweep up the road," said the housefly. "You have worked very hard," said Grasshopper. "I think you should rest for a while." "No, no, no," said the housefly. "I will never rest. I am having a wonderful time. I will sweep until the whole world is clean, clean, clean." The dust was getting into Grasshopper's eyes, so he said goodbye to the housefly and went on down the road. All right, the voyage. Grasshopper came to a puddle of water in the road. He was just about to hop over the puddle. "Wait!" cried a tiny voice. Grasshopper looked down. At the edge of the puddle was a mosquito. He was sitting in a little boat. It is a rule, said the mosquito. You must use this ferry boat to get across the lake. But sir, said Grasshopper, I can easily jump to the other side. Rules are rules, said the mosquito. Climb into my boat. Your boat is too small for me, said Grasshopper. Rules are rules, said the mosquito. You must get into my boat. I can't fit into your boat, said Grasshopper. Rules are still rules, shouted the mosquito. Well then, said Grasshopper, there is only one thing for me to do. Grasshopper picked up the boat. All aboard, called the mosquito. Grasshopper held up the boat very carefully. He stepped into the puddle. You are lucky to be with me on this voyage, said the mosquito. I have been sailing back and forth across this lake for many years, said the mosquito. I am not afraid of storms or waves. Grasshopper took another step. I know more about sailing than anyone else around here, said the mosquito. Grasshopper took one more step and he was on the other side of the puddle. He put the boat down into the water. That was a good trip, said the mosquito. Now I must hurry back to the other side to wait for new riders. Thank you, said Grasshopper. Thank you very much for taking me safely across the lake. I was glad to do it, said the mosquito. Grasshopper waved goodbye and kept on walking down the road. Always. In the late afternoon, Grasshopper saw a mushroom. It was growing at the edge of the road. I will rest my feet, he said. Grasshopper sat on the mushroom. 3 butterflies flew down. Grasshopper, said the butterflies, you will have to move. Sorry. Yes, said the first butterfly. You are sitting on our place. Every afternoon at this time, we fly to this mushroom. We sit down on it for a while. There are lots of other mushrooms, said Grasshopper. They will not do, said the second butterfly. This is the mushroom we always sit on. Grasshopper got up. The 3 butterflies sat down. Each and every day we do the same thing at the same time, said the third butterfly. We like it that way. We wake up in the morning, said the first butterfly. Scratch our heads 3 times. Always, said the second butterfly. Then we open and close our wings 4 times. We fly in a circle 6 times. Always, said the third butterfly. We go to the same tree and eat the same lunch every day. Always, said the first butterfly. After lunch, we sit on the same sunflower. We take the same nap and we have the same dream. What sort of dream? Asked Grasshopper. We dream that we are sitting on a sunflower taking a nap, said the second butterfly. Always, said the third butterfly. When we wake up, we scratch our heads 3 more times. We fly in a circle 6 more times. Then we come here, said the first butterfly. We sit down on this mushroom. Always, said the second butterfly. Don't you ever change anything, asked Grasshopper. No, never, said the butterflies. Each day is fine for us. Grasshopper, said the butterflies. We like talking to you. We will meet you every day at this time. We will sit on this mushroom. You will sit right there. We will tell you all about our scratching and flying, and we will tell you all about our napping and our dreaming. You will listen just the way you are listening now. No, said Grasshopper, I am sorry, but I will not be here. I will be moving on. I will be doing new things. That is too bad, said the butterflies. We will miss you, Grasshopper. Do you really do something different every day of your life? Always, said Grasshopper, always and always. He said goodbye to the butterflies and walked quickly down the road. At evening. In the evening, Grasshopper walked slowly along the road. The sun was going down. The world was soft and quiet. Grasshopper heard a loud sound, zoom. Grasshopper heard another noise, zoom. He saw 2 dragonflies in the air. Poor Grasshopper, said the dragonflies. We are flying fast. You are only walking. That is very sad. It is not sad, said Grasshopper. I like to walk. The dragonflies flew over Grasshopper's head. We can see so many things from up here, said dragonflies. All you can see is the road. I like this road, said Grasshopper, and I can see flowers growing along the side of the road. We are zipping and zooming, said the first dragonfly. We do not have time to look at flowers. I can see leaves moving in the trees, said Grasshoppers. We are looping and spinning, said the second dragonfly. We do not have time to look at leaves. I can see the sunset over the mountains, said Grasshopper. What sunset? What mountains? Asked the dragonflies. We are diving and dipping. There is no time to look at sunsets and mountains. Zoom! The two dragonflies raced across the sky. Soon they were gone. The world was quiet again. The sky became dark. Grasshopper watched the moon rising over the land. He watched the stars come out. He was happy to be walking slowly down the road. Grasshopper was tired. He lay down in a soft place. He knew that in the morning the road would still be there, taking him on and on to wherever he wanted to go. All right, the end, guys. What did you think? Did you like it?
Very long.
It is very long, but it's nice because it's broken into different stories, right? So that makes it easy. All right, let's start by answering our questions on page 42. Okay? So we will be answering the questions for the club. Do you remember the club?
Yes.
What's the club called? Who remembers?
Morning.
Yeah, the We Love Morning Club, right? So, first, what did Grasshopper have to find for his journey? Well, what is the one thing he talks about looking at and walking down the entire time? The what?
Morning stops.
That's not what he's looking for, though. The whole point of when he goes to start his journey, he needs to find something to walk on. What does he have to walk on? The
Road.
road. Yeah, he has to find the road. Yeah, so he needed to find a road. Good job. And what will he do when he finds the road?
He walks down the road.
Yeah, so, but does he know where the road is going to go?
No.
No, so he'll follow it wherever. So he will follow the road wherever it goes. What did the sign on the side of the tree say?
Morning is best.
Yeah, it said morning is best, right? Okay, so whom did Grasshopper see and what were they doing?
He saw beetles.
Yeah, he saw a group of beetles. And what were they doing? They had signs and they were doing what?
They were the signs.
And what were they doing? They were chanting, right? Do you know what chanting is?
No.
So chanting is when you're like saying something. So how they were saying, morning is best, only give us morning, you know. The morning gives us yellow sun, the morning gives us dew on the clovers. Chanting, they're saying the same thing over and over again in a rhythm. Okay. What was the name of this club? Do you remember?
Morning is tough.
Is that the name of the club?
Morning is tough.
That's what one of the signs said. Good, yeah. So it's called the We Love Morning Club. Good. So what did they make and give Grasshopper? What did they put on his head?
Flower necklace.
What goes on your head? What'd you put on? Crown, yeah, flower crown. And what else did they give him?
Flower.
So they made him a flower crown, and they also gave him what?
Sign.
A sign, yeah. So, what did the grasshopper say that made them stop dancing? What else did he like?
I like afternoon too.
Mm-hmm. So he said, I like afternoon too. So why wouldn't they let Grasshopper in their club?
Afternoon and night is not good.
Right, so anyone who likes afternoon and night cannot be in the club. All right. So, once you're done writing that, we're going to have a little discussion. Have you guys ever been in any kind of club before? Like soccer club, computer club, anything like that? Computer?
Cube.
Cube?
Yes.
What's a cube club?
Make cube.
You make cubes?
Make cube set.
Oh.
Set of cube.
That's fun. Do you enjoy it? Good. Mia, have you been in a club? Or are you in a club? No? You are in a club? No? Okay. So if you could join any type of club, what type of club would you want to join?
Game.
A gaming club? Okay. What about you, Mia? If you could join...
Domino.
Oh, domino?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Mia, if you could be in any type of club, what type of club would you want to be in? Any idea? Didn't you say you like to play with miniatures? You and your sister? The little, what are they called? Do you know what I'm talking about? Little figures?
Miniature.
Yeah, the miniature. Do you know what I'm talking about? No? That's okay. Alright, so now what you guys are going to do for your homework, yes, so we're going to do this part together in class, but I want you to try it on your own, and then we'll go over it. And for those who are at home, you can do it at home, and I will check it the next time you come, is page 43. I want you to summarize what happened in the story of the club. Now, when we summarize, do we copy from the book?
No.
No, we don't copy from the book, right? So, make sure you're not copying from the book. You want to write it in your own words, okay? And you only have to tell me what happened in the story, The Club. All right? And then your homework is on page 44. You are to do vocabulary where you will write the sentence you find it in and the meaning. And today I want you to memorize from page 6 to page 16. 6 to 16 for vocabulary, okay? All right. So until then, see you guys next time.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.